What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to another trucking vlog. Whew. It is Wednesday afternoon. We are here again where we started the week in Catersville, Georgia. Just Jared-do, except we weren't able to get here till 4 o'clock. We had an appointment at 1 o'clock. But if you watched the previous videos before this, we got loaded late, finished late. But our previous load didn't deliver till 12:30. Didn't get on our way over here until about 40 minutes later. Weaving through traffic of Atlanta, Georgia. Some traffic jam in Atlanta. We got here just before 4 o'clock to check in with a lot of other trucks. Visually, been here a minute, about 20 minutes now. We got our lumber, our dunnage already, and the deck ready. You're required to put at least about 6 at least 6 or more, 6 to 8, but I got 6 already out there on the deck like this previously. This particular load is, according to our confirmation, is 50 foot long, so it's gonna overhang a little bit in the front and the back. At least that's what I'm hoping, the way they load it, that they put the extra 2 feet, split it between front and back. I'm not sure how many of the steel items, the steel beams, are going to be actually 50 foot. It could have been just one, it could be a couple, it could be all of them. Who knows? But it's only supposed to weigh about 46,200 pounds total. That's the weight of the load. And we are a little over half full tanks. We can fully loaded, we can load 46.5 and kind of stay within like our max, just below 79,000, probably 800 right there. If it's loaded properly, of course. But we're just a little over of half tanks to make sure that we make this load and deliver it without having to put additional fuel. See if we can manage that somehow. Make it work till we can get back on the road in a second, but we will be in the hole too, so I can't expect to get anything out of that first week coming back. Got a PM that got to get done first thing. Or also I gotta get my physical done. Got the email on that one. I knew it was gonna be January, yep, but I gotta get my physical before I go back. I mean, it doesn't expire till the 8th of January. Tennessee Steel Haulers policy is that they put you on decline 3 days before it expires, so it would be like on the 5th. But we'll be back on the road, and I need to keep rolling, so got to get it done before we go back. So we'll get it done before we go back, but it really depends when on what I end up having to do this after this load is delivered. Well, believe it or not, they called us in. As soon as I stopped recording, I'm about to start eating, I got the text. So that was surprising. So we're here at the scale house waiting for a truck to move forward, and then we'll go get loaded. Well, boys, we're going to a location in this shipper that I've never been. Usually go to door 3. We're actually loading outside. All right, boys and girls, so we made it out here to Petersburg, Virginia, with a little bit of a feel. Like when I was pulling in about a mile out, my secondary light turned on. So yeah, that bad. Makes me want to wish I would have put a little bit of fuel before I left the house, or when I left the house, you know. Yeah, if I didn't say that, I actually made it home last night. Took a little 50 more miles added to the trip, but we loaded so late. Now I was tired. Instead of paying for parking, I got home and just paid in a little bit of extra fuel. I should have put a little bit more fuel this morning, but had enough. I mean, had exact to make it here. I got A little bit left. There's a pilot that's not far from here. It's less than 30 miles. Might be even less than that. But that's where we're gonna go to and fuel up, and I'll tell you what's going on in a little bit. But yeah, let me show you. We're gonna untarp and unstrap and pull that door I came out of back there. And then we'll pull all the way to the front and get unloaded. If you didn't see the load yesterday, I don't think I showed you it on tarp, but there it is. Yeah, nice tarp job. We did have to use our 3 strap tarps, so our 2 blue 4-foot tarps, and then this is my 16 by 16, just to make sure. It's a smaller overlap, probably about 4 feet, but just to make sure it overlaps well. Cover in the front and the back, halfway cover. I just left it to the end, but we're gonna take this off real quick, and so we can pull in there in that bay right over there, pull all the way to the front and get unloaded, boys. Let's get it. Let's do it. Now let's do that 2 more times. All right, guys, on chain, on tarp, ready to go. We're gonna go get in the door, and hopefully not too long to get unloaded. Last thing we gotta do is just put the dunnage back up where it goes on the side, and then we gotta go get some fuel ASAP, and I'll tell you what's going on after this now. Told us to go to the right side of the board all the way to the end, so let's see. All right, boys, we are unloaded. Pulling out of the door real quick. When to park on the side of the street here, this dead end, scanning our paperwork, because this is the revenue we're gonna get this week. It's just this one, but there's something else. It's one more load coming. I'll tell you guys in a sec. But I gotta put my dunnage up from the bed. So, but first I want to scan the paperwork. Get out of the road here behind this Jordan truck, and then we'll do that real quick. We can go put fuel that is much needed. 9 miles away, about 10 miles. Then head over to what I'm going to tell you in a second. So hold up a second, guys. Let me scan that and get that over. Good morning, guys. Good morning. I realized I didn't finish the video last night. It's the next morning, and I didn't tell you what was going on, but by the catch of that video, the intro there, this morning you can see we're picking up one of those tractor generator loads. So I guess the last load wasn't the last one anyway. Unfortunately, we didn't get one from the coal field yesterday to deliver today, which would have been my preferred load to do, and then I would have just gone home after that one. But you know, they were quiet. Like, they were super quiet out there in Coalfield. Not a lot of loads, and apparently a lot of people on the line now. We weren't close enough to get whatever was given out. So the downside of them is that they don't even call you and let you know, hey, we're done with the loads for today. So if you don't get a phone call, you always got to keep looking at the board. So one big suggestion: you come to TSH, you know, they'll call you in the beginning. First 3 months, they'll tell you an orientation. They'll help you. They'll assign you one of the initial DMs to kind of be your point of contact, and they'll call you pretty much every day. Just make sure you're good, unless you demonstrate your experience, and then they kind of back off a little bit. But they'll still call you. But they still look for loads for you and stuff like that. Agents will call you a little bit more ahead. They want to keep you rolling during the first, 60, 90 days. Keep you busy with the best loads they can find for you. After that, you're on your own. You got to look for your own loads and stuff like that. I was doing that from day one, so I had no issues. Of course, when I started, things were popping. So a whole lot easier as well, financially better. But even right now, same thing. You got to get used to, you can call people, call your agents and things like that. Call the office, tell them where you're going to be. Don't expect them to call you back. Some of the agents that I work with, some lanes, yeah, they will call me. And I count on them that they will call me with something. The ones that I have, more connections with. The ones that I don't expect them to give me a call. And even then, I'm still looking for things on my own. Constantly looking at the board. Things pop in, especially during this time where everybody's looking for something to do to maximize revenue and get through this season. So yeah, we got one. Petersburg to Virginia to Knoxville, Tennessee, which is where I reside. If you're new, that's where I live, in the area of Knoxville. So welcome to the channel. If you're just one of the new subscribers in the last several months, I haven't, parentheses, welcome to all the new subscribers, and I appreciate it. But it's about a 6.5 hour drive. Done it before. Actually, last week we did the same thing. Not necessarily from Pittsburgh, but pretty damn close to it. And Coalfield didn't have anything, but at that time I had to be home Friday night, so I just took home Friday. Made it home Thursday night, actually, because I had the hours to get there, and I couldn't wait till Friday, because otherwise I had to be. I had something to be. I had somewhere to be Friday night already. Birthday weekend for Ashley too, so I had to be home. So unfortunately, I had to make the decision this week. Made a decision, and I looked at the board last minute and saw a load from here going to Memphis, 2-stopper to Memphis. Will be in another video. This will be after Christmas on Tuesday. delivery, and then we'll go home for the rest of the week. But something, I ate a sandwich, a piece of bread on my teeth. But this load is not necessarily, it's giving us revenue in business sense, but it's basically to hit deductions and reduce, instead of being 2 weeks in the hole as far as in deductions with the truck and all the stuff that we got for TSH every Monday. This will pretty much cover most of, not all because of fuel, but it'll cover most of next week's deductions. And even the deadhead home or Memphis, it's not going to hit as bad, but it'll cover most of it. And when we come back on the 2nd, and I go get my PM and get a load to start rolling, have a better chance to cover that up within a load and a half, and probably not, make some additional revenue or take home profit by the end of the week, which would be great, being that that's the first week of the month. So that's why I decided to take this load and not just go home yesterday or be home this morning and not take anything, because at the end of the day, it's the best thing to do. Yes, I'm going to sacrifice Tuesday after Christmas, which again, Merry Christmas to everybody. Hope you have, make it home if you were making it home, and at least drive through the house and be with the family this weekend or Christmas Day. But I know a lot of more truckers this year are rolling after Christmas and working through that gap of holidays because of the way things are. And this is the first time in 3 years since I started trucking that I'm doing the same. It's the first time that I don't take a full break between Christmas and New Year's. And it's one day, you can say day of a few hours, because technically I might not make it home till Wednesday morning, because I will leave Tuesday to go deliver to Memphis. It's only 2 stops, they're 10 minutes apart, but I won't technically have enough time to make it all the way home in one. So it'll be close, so we won't know exactly till Tuesday, but it could be super close where I could make it home by the 2nd, to be honest. So we'll see. We'll push it. If we're that close, we will. Definitely will. But we'll end this video here, guys. This one will be for next week. I'm just gonna load some generators, put some change. You guys seen it before. There's no way to keeping you around any longer in this video, but I did want to tongue tied. I did want to give you guys an ending to this video. So hope you had a good Christmas. By the time you see this video, it'll be after Christmas. But I hope you had a good Christmas with your family and friends this week. But Happy New Year, because you'll definitely see this one before New Year. So for this weekend, talking to the future me, Happy New Year, guys. Be safe if you have to be on the road this weekend, on New Year's weekend coming up. Be safe on the road. But if you make it home, especially in the Northwest where there's heavy weather and snow, be safe out there. It's still icy, it's winter. Make sure you bundle up, keep the rubber side down and the shiny side up, and hammer down, like my buddy 806 likes to say. Let's be safe, guys. I appreciate all the support this year in 2023. Consider subscribing if you still haven't subscribed to the channel, because it's the end of 2023 right now. So come on 2024 as a subscriber, and make sure to share the channel. Sure appreciate the support, guys. More things, more videos to come next year, and more creative shots, and hopefully we get a drone in the channel. How about that? Would you like drone footage? I've been saving up and looking for the right time to get a drone in, so hopefully we get a drone here real quick. We'll see you in the next one. We'll fire it out. Peace.